you tryna go be? Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Second and 11. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9. They'll drop to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at the 20. Greer and the Panthers set to go first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
On second down, here's Greer. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Check it. Yep. Why not?
On second and 11 now. Greer. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Alex Anzalone with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Let's go. That's the work. That's the work. That's the work. That's the work. Check when it good. Check when it good. Rush in.
They run the counter. It's Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down now, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Hines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Second and 3. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
All day, just like that.
Greer on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Now a first down throw. Greer completes it to Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st and 10, Greer. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10. Here's Greer again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Panthers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now back to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hard. Greystone, travel. Hey, Echo.
After the turnover, here's Greer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
You got tight right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, one set. Check right, 54.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
3 buds. General West. Watch the whip.
From the 50, here's Greer. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Eli Apple on recovery.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
3 down.
A final shot before the break. Greer, he's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Hey, box drop.
On third and long, here's Greer. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree, getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Two-jet bomber. Hey, seam 6. Get it.
From the 44, Greer. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. First down, Greer. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Throwing on second and long. Greer. Throw left side, complete to Moss. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Baby, that's a baby shot. Check Mike 99. I got you.
Throwing on third down, Greer. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Got to do better. Come on.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. Now it's Greer. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, Oftentimes, guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Back to the air. Greer on second down. And that's incomplete. Peyton Barber was the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, it's Greer. This will be caught inside the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check 26, check 26. Check 13. Check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ready? Let's go. Hey, here I come. Go. Here I come.
On first down. It's Hines, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
54 Mike. Wild Bill.
2nd and 11. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. On first, here's Washington. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Saints.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run with McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Greer looks to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And Greer's going to throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the set. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Blitz coming, and down he goes. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid. He's got a man, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Down. 60 outlaw.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made this.